G'day grass cutters. Hidden puberty. G'day grass cutters. If you've woken up this morning, you've probably realised it's 2020 and victimhood is currency. Today I want to talk about a couple of things to keep yourself moving when you first get started. I probably should have covered this a little bit of information in one of the earlier little episodes, but here we are anyway. So when you're first starting out, you will get priority on some leads, and you'll find that you should be busy enough. I didn't have to use the pay for work guarantee, which if you've done training you know about. If you haven't done training, pay for work guarantee is basically to help you along. If you're quiet, you can do free mows for anyone, family, friends, door knocking people's houses, and you get reimbursed for the free mows up to a certain amount of money, a minimum value to help you get a leg up if you're struggling getting leads and things like that. But everyone I've spoken to hasn't had to do it. If they're a good operator, you just take what you can get and you go out and you mow. But sometimes there'll be days where you find that, you've got maybe only a handful of clients. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. You got nothing lined up for the day. There's no use feeling sorry for yourself or going and parking up at Bunnings or the shops and twiddling your thumbs and scrolling on Instagram or anything like that, or sitting at home. Get dressed, get in the car, pick a street in your territory and go and smash as many flyers or business cards, both, into as many letterboxes as you can. If it means you got to do it all day, do it all day. Hand out a couple of hundred flyers or business cards. Don't sit at home feeling sorry for yourself, because that's not going to put food on the table. I've had a couple of franchisees whinging to me recently about they expect Jim to drive up from Melbourne and mow lawns for them or get them customers or something like that. You got to get out and you got to get it done yourself. Which that takes me back to the whole victimhood mentality thing before. People never used to feel sorry for themselves. Do you know, in most cultures, people used to die on their own sword before feeling sorry for themselves. So get out, get your legs moving, go and drop off as many flyers and business cards as you can. Go into local businesses. Real estate agents are a beauty. Go into every real estate agent in your territory and let them know who you are. Ask for a contractor appointment form. Every decent real estate agent, especially any of the franchises like Ray White, LJ Hooker, the ones, the other ones. They'll have a contractor appointment form which you can fill out, and who knows, they might have someone that does their lawns for any number of reasons, vacate properties and things like that. And it only takes that guy that's one step ahead of you to drop the ball or say, oh, I'm too busy to get there, and they call the next contractor on the list. Could be you. I look after three. Yeah, it used to be 4. It's 3 real estate agents now, where I'm in direct contact with a property manager. Most of the time, a property manager will take you where they go as well. If you find that you've got a property manager that works at a Ray White and they leave and they go to an LJ Hooker, or they start their own agency or whatever, they'll take you. And I found that really helpful. So real estate agents, but not just them as well. Businesses, local businesses, bulletin boards like local IGAs that have the cork boards out the front, the local Coles, whatever it is, drop your business cards off. And also contact other franchisees around the area that are busy. So talk to your franchisor, ask who's established, who might need a hand, because you get a lot of guys that are flat out and they're knocking back work, but they might have an upcoming landscaping job or a really large block that needs mowing or something like that. You say, hey, look, I'll if you come across something that you turn down because you don't have the manpower, let me know. I'll come and give you a hand, we'll split it, and things like that. So talk to your other franchisees in the area and let them know that you're really looking for work. And if they spot something, give us a buzz. You're not going to get anywhere by just sitting on your hands. I don't want to. I'm not big noting, but I did exactly that. I went out and not the sitting on the hands part. I just walked the streets and handed out business cards whenever I could. If there was a day that I didn't have booked in, I made sure I'd booked out. I made sure that I had something to do that was business related, and it didn't always have to be out hitting the paths. If it was looking at condensing what I had, streamlining anything in my admin, there's some days that I'd finish early, and then I'd spend the rest of the day in the office doing whatever I could, or researching business tips from other entrepreneurs and whatever knowledge that I could get for the lawn care industry. I did on those quiet days or rain days and things like that. So yeah, there you go. There's not much to it really. If you're feeling sorry for yourself, you wake up on some of those days, you haven't had work in a couple of days, and you wake up and you start getting a feel sorry for me attitude or mentality, just remember that today, being a human being is probably the easiest time, was definitely the easiest time that humans have ever had living on the face of this earth. So remember that. And mow, Lord!